Dude, I love Junkyard Joe.
How much do you love him?
How many drinks to sleep with Junkyard Joe?
Do you have a hole?
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love Junkyard Joe. There's something about the typical trope of like a hero having to like protect just like a random group of kids
hmm
that they find. But that trope is so fun, especially when it's someone as humble and as innocent as Joe. He's like a conscious being.
I've seen him get blown up twice, and he still has a heart bigger than most people around him.
This
This
guy's been
guy,
shot, he's been
he's getting
beaten.
ambushed. He's seen his platoon die. When he goes like manic and starts disobeying orders to like get his get back for his platoon, oh my god, it's so sad, dude.
Because that's what like made him snap.
He did shoot the kid.
He realized he killed like an innocent being.
Wow, he did shoot the kid.
But that was like a super powerful moment because it shows that from what he's learned from his group of his platoon, he can be like a good person. And he was on a spree, going manic, shooting everything in sight. I don't really. He did hesitate, which is weird, and then continued to shoot him. But I still get like the sentiment, even though Joe's a fucking robot. He's gonna slime out for his people, bruh.
Yeah, and even his people didn't trust him at the beginning when they found out who he was. Eventually, though, they
Hard
started.
to trust a robot
It is hard to trust a robot, but
in
eventually they started.
1970.
Yeah, but then they invited him into their conversations. Some of the like they were playing card games, which is really nice. They think they're looking at him as if he's one of them, not just some robot.
When I finished that first issue, I like to imagine that all of those scientists and leaders of what I'm guessing is, yeah, the US government, they're just listening in on these stories, and they are more heartless than the robot.
Muddy was the only survivor, and they're telling him, "Hey, you didn't hear about it. You didn't see a robot on the battlefield. You want
Yeah,
them to put
trying
one
to
of those
essentially,
wristbands on you? You
yeah.
didn't. You didn't hear a robot. You didn't see a robot. You know nothing. Just go home."
And then over time, I mean, that'll just make you think that you did see something.
Yeah, which is what happens because over the
Yeah,
years, many years later, he starts writing comics about Joe, about a robot who helps people, and he
it's
still thinks it's something he made up in his mind and not something that actually happened.
It's such a sweet comic though. I wish he like the author released like a few of those just for fun. I was really upset how underused the villains were in this. It felt like while they were like threatening this small town, it felt like they just weren't even really important at all. There could have been a better villain for this, but I know that's not really the point. It's kind of just like
We're
to
just
establish Junkyard Joe.
Muddy's second to Junkyard Joe though.
No, yeah, Muddy.
Because, I
Yeah,
mean, Joe thinks Muddy is the one who created him. That's why he goes back to Joe. And that's why these people, this organization is after Joe.
I think it's all Joe remembers is the war. He has like a PTSD type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like establishing that since he was conscious during doing all that, he does have like a PTSD. That's why he doesn't like guns.
That's why he
He's kind of like
cowers when
yeah,
the
he's like a
mug
kid now.
breaks.
Yeah,
People
like
do.
Muddy knows he has PTSD. He knows he's
They
like this is the
experience the
issue.
same things together.
Exactly.
And then he's shut off.
Um,
So that's all he knows.
whenever they like woke him up or whatever, he was just as confused as like a normal human would be waking up. As a robot, he created his own personality during the war, like of who he thought he was. They're still pretty early into the unnamed universe, and we didn't know what the unnamed universe was whenever we started reading this.
Mm-mm.
So we just kind of jumped into it without knowing there was something else attached to it. But either way, I mean,
What an
it was really
introduction.
good. Yeah, as like a it almost felt like a one shot, but I know it'll be tied to something bigger later.
I can't wait to see what happens in the future, because at the end we get the Geiger
Oh, is that
series
who it is?
introduced. Yeah, that's Geiger, and I guess they're already they know who Joe is. They're looking for him, but they say it's too soon. So then they disappear, and I just can't wait to see how Joe ties in with the Geiger series.
Just go read it,
Fun series, go read it, please.
please.